Tell me about your temporary fence friend.
Yeah, so I have a friend that started a temporary fence rental business in a suburb of Sacramento, not a big town where he focused. And he had no domain expertise at all before starting this. And so he decided to do it. And so the first thing that you do is you have to buy the panels, you have to buy the temporary fence things.
Like chain link fence?
I think mostly he did like plastic. So
Okay.
they'd be like plastic barriers and then
Okay.
the panel between.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they're like 12 feet apart. And you got so you just put
To
those.
protect the job site.
Yeah, and then you put the plastic
Commercial job
flannels.
sites.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he bought those. I don't know how many feet he bought, but he bought enough. So there's obviously costs. I don't think you have to buy them before you get your first job. You
Sure.
just have to be ready to buy them when you do get your first
Probably won't
job.
make money on your first
Yeah.
job.
And then how he would get his customers is he would just go to construction sites that are new that didn't have any temporary fencing up yet. And he would just say, "Do you want a temporary fence? I'll rent you mine
Yeah.
for cheap." And he would start making bank. And
I
he
mean,
did this.
they're about to buy it from someone.
Yeah. Because they need it.
Yeah.
It's like a liability
Yeah.
thing.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
legal thing too.
Yeah.
They probably like zoning
Yeah.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a hot buyer. Like they know they need it.
Mhm.
They don't have it yet. Worst case scenario is they already paid for something that hasn't shown up yet, I guess. But I would assume legally, like, oh, if you start construction, you need within X amount of
Right.
days, you need your fence up. That's probably the rule.
Well,
or
if you
whatever.
wanted, you could, like anyone in the world can see building permits when they're filed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Those
do
are
it that way.
filed days,
Yeah.
weeks, or months before they ever show up on the job site.
Yeah.
So you could get way ahead of it.
Yeah, yeah, you totally could. So yeah, he didn't even do that version of it. He was just literally when he would drive around and when he would see a new construction site, he would go there, he'd go to the little mobile, whatever
Yeah, yeah.
that thing is, the trailer set up and find the person in charge and then he'd pitch it and then he would sell it and then he would charge by the foot and then sort of length of time, so the longer you have it, it'd be less per square foot, and he would charge like $4
Linear foot.
or linear foot. He would charge like $4 a foot, and then maybe eventually it'd get down to like $2 a foot if they had it for a longer amount of time, which he said was super. Everybody knows in construction, things always take longer than you think.
Mm-hmm.
So you get this passive income that just really starts to add up because the amount of work you have to do on this job, other than make the sale, is setting up the fence
Yeah.
and then whatever, 8 months later, taking down the fence.
Yeah. It's active on the front end,
Yeah.
active months or years later,
Yeah.
right? If you build a commercial building, it could take 2 to 4 years even.
Yeah. So for max 2 days at the very start and 2 days at the very end, you're working.
Yeah.
And for the rest, you're just collecting a check. There's no maintenance. You don't have to clean these things. You don't have to remove them. If they like accidentally hit it with a tractor, they just move it back anyway. It's their
Yeah.
job too. And yeah, you have to buy the enough panels.
Yeah.
You have to buy the temporary fence. But other than that, there's no extra ongoing costs of any kind. And he started growing it and he was making, I asked him, he'd make like 20 to 30K a job. That was like his average job.
And you could set up a job in a day,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
depending on how big your crew is or whatever.
Yeah. And he started it in like the summer of a couple years ago. Well, he made several $100,000 while doing it and then sold the company for $600,000 18 months later, which he said he now regrets because he sold it because he was bored.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably bored that he actually wasn't doing anything
Yeah.
because
It
all
was
the
too passive for him.
It was too passive.
Yeah.
Because all the panels were just rented out. All the panels he had bought were on jobs.
Yeah.
So he's literally doing
You get
nothing.
to a point where you got to either like triple down and keep buying more and more and
Right.
more panels, or
Yeah.
you just start cashing checks.
Yeah. It was literally too passive for him. So he's like, I'm just going to sell the company. So he sold the company $600,000 after 18 months of
Plus the
very
profit he made
passive.
along
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. After months of passive work that became too passive, which is like the dream of most people.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's crunch the numbers. You said $4 per linear foot.
Uh-huh.
So I have a 2-acre property that is 900 feet by 100 feet, right? It's very long and narrow.
Okay.
So 900 by 100. So if he were to set up temporary fencing on my property, 2-acre property, which is not unreasonable at all for a commercial property,
Yeah.
that's 1,000 linear feet times
Uh-huh.
4, so that would be $4,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So to get to 10 in a day, you need like a 5-acre lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I'd multiply that by 2.5. Yeah, you would need a 5-acre lot of temporary fencing to fence off the whole thing.
I would assume these are monthly numbers that he was charging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and it comes down based on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it'd
Holy
be
crap.
so it'd be for yours. You're saying it'd be 4,000
So if it's
a month.
yeah. So if it's a 10-month project,
Yeah.
you're not collecting 10,000 cash in a day. In this, if we want to get technical, you're
Well,
signing a $10,000 contract that you collect over 10 months, and you're doing the work for it in a day. If we really want to get ticky tacky,
Yeah. True. But some of these are bigger, where they might pay you
up
the
front,
10K right away, or more.
or you give them a discount to pay up front.
Yeah. Because
10K,
he said his average was 20 to 30K a job. So I bet a lot of them were like 75% up front, 25% at the end, or
yeah.
50-50 or something like that.
So we could sit here and talk about like, oh, you got to make this AI agent that goes, but like really get in your truck or car and go talk to these job sites.
Yeah, drive around, or when you're going out to dinner, keep an eye out on what looks like it's going to start soon. What construction site looks like it's going to start soon.
Yeah.
I feel like they all have the big old banner, like whatever, Koerner Construction, and the big old phone number, right?
Yeah.
Call that number and say, hey, I saw your thing. I saw the site. I saw you don't have the temporary fencing.
Yeah.
I've actually got the best rates in the city. Who do I talk to?
And don't go buy your fencing first. Sell your first job.
Yeah.
Then go buy your fencing.
Yeah.
You probably need all that money to buy your first fencing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So theoretically, this could be a business that you don't need any money to start. If you
Yeah.
get paid up front,
Yeah.
a lot of ifs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But still,
Yeah. Totally.
that's a banger.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got an interesting one for you.
Okay.
I was on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a guy that makes mini golf holes. Okay.
Mini or mini?
Mini.
Okay.
Right. They are mini golf holes that are portable and smaller than a normal mini golf hole.
Okay.
So they're mini golf holes.
Yeah.
And picture like, 4 2x4s in like a rectangular frame, call it like 6 feet by 3 feet or 8 feet by 3 feet. And then you've got like AstroTurf down the middle, and you've got like some obstacles, and it's just sitting on plywood. And so he sells these for hundreds of dollars, maybe even close to $1,000 each. So if you wanted your own 18-hole mini golf course, theoretically you could buy 18 different ones from him.
Yeah.
He has different designs and patterns, but his biggest business is renting them out to weddings, events, parties, etc. for $300 per hole per day, which is less than the cost of the materials, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he rents this thing out once on Facebook Marketplace. His customer acquisition channel is free because it costs nothing to post them.
Yeah.
And it's paid for. And anything after that is just gravy.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a super fun idea too. As like somebody who, I don't throw events, but if I were to, that would be a very fun thing to have at the event.
Oh yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it would be a hit.
Yeah.
And to, math into this $10,000 a month, you basically need to rent out 35 of them. If it's $300 a piece,
35 holes.
35 holes, or one hole 35 times, which is less likely.
Or just 2 sets of 18 holes and you're good.
Yeah. And you've got 10 grand. And your first month, let's say you do that your first 3 months, you pay off all your materials. After that, it's basically net profit. It's your time, it's your gas money, posting for free to Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
This is in Dallas-Fort Worth. There's 8 million people here. I'm sure it could support more than one guy doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Utah could support a handful of people doing this. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that could totally do 10K in a month.
yeah.
Okay, off of that, I saw very recently, like this week, for the first time ever, it is some RV resort or something, but this is just like an amenity there that you could do a version of this for too, which is they had a mini golf course at this RV thing in like Arkansas, but it's all cornhole, which I've never seen before. So it's just a bunch. It's not as fancy as golf, because with golf you need to have the thing where the the ball goes in and around and through and whatever. So this is just a bunch of cornhole, what do you call them, boards, holes, and then your bag, and then so you just go from thing to thing, and they have like obstructions. I'll send you the thing so you can like put it here or whatever. They have obstructions where you kind of have to throw it around or over or through, and so and it's like themed or whatever, but it looks super fun.
Man, what?
And no one's ever played cornhole mini golf before.
Yeah.
And so they had, I don't remember if it was 9 or 18 holes, but it looks amazing. And I bet the cost of that would be even cheaper because you can get a cornhole board. You can make them even cheaper, just
Yeah.
a thing of plywood and a stand and a hole. But you could buy them for like $30 off Amazon. So you see a handful of
man.
those, a handful of bags. You don't need a ton of bags because you
Yeah.
just walk with the next bag each time.
I own RV parks. We could, like, I would pay someone to install these. I don't
Yeah.
want to go through the headache of
Yeah.
working out like what obstacles to put. Like,
Yeah.
that's one avenue is go to the RV parks.
Yeah.
Just show them the website of that RV park. and say,
Yeah.
I do this for you.
Yeah.
I charge $700 per hole.
Yeah.
And it's yours forever.
Yeah.
And then I'll maintain it. Maybe there's a small
Yeah.
monthly fee to come by and check on things.
BYOB, bring your own bags.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you could do the Facebook Marketplace route, like
Yeah.
this mini golf guy.
Yeah.
You could sell them. You could just make and sell cornholes, right?
Yeah.
Forget the course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you could rent them out to events,
Yeah.
right? To
Well, you
weddings,
wouldn't even
events.
need, like for mini golf, you need turf for the ball to roll on before it goes in. With this, you don't need anything. You just walk on a path.
Yeah.
So any place that is walkable, grass, gravel, dirt, plop down the board,
Yeah.
throw some obstructions there, and you're,
That's
and
true.
you're done.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that needs to be more than just like one random RV park.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw it, it just came up in my algorithm. I was hoping because of that, it was in Utah.
It
But
needs
I
to
was
be.
sad. It's in Arkansas.
It will be after people watch.
I
it.
hope so. Yeah. Somebody please do it.
I mean, Utah, the land of copycats.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So while we're on this Facebook Marketplace / outdoor theme, what do you know about like outdoor inflatable movie rentals as a business?
I don't know much. I've seen it a little. I would, as a consumer, pay for that. Yeah, I think that would be good. What do you know?
So you can buy all of this equipment for $500 to $3,000. What you need is an inflatable movie screen.
Okay.
Okay. And it's just like a bounce house.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get them from Alibaba for cheaper. You can get them on eBay. You can buy them from whoever else. But you just plug it into the wall like a bounce house
Yeah.
and it inflates. And it's just a big white screen with like a frame around it and it stands up. And then you can stake it down in case it gets windy. And then you buy a projector. You can buy those as cheaply as like $50. I wouldn't suggest that for this.
Yeah.
You can buy nice ones. We bought like a really nice one for our family that's like a smart projector. It has all the apps, like all the Roku apps on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are like $200 or $300.
Okay.
And then a Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
And you can get those nice ones for $100, like a stand-up Bluetooth
Okay.
speaker, maybe two for each side of it.
Yeah.
And backyard parties, birthday parties, events, like neighborhood stuff, HOA stuff. I just went to an HOA party and they rented one of these for the kids to watch while everyone else was like eating food and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
There's a few companies that scaled this to multiple millions and tens of millions of dollars.
Oh, that's crazy.
So there's one in California called Funflix.
Okay.
They're like a franchise. They have over 40 locations. Southern Outdoor Cinema, they're in Atlanta. They do 3 to 4 million a year in revenue. They've been in business for 17 years. There's one in Austin that has 20 other locations outside of Austin. I love it because it's much like the mini golf businesses. You pay off all your equipment in like 1 to 6 rentals.
Yeah.
And after that, it's just gravy. It's a great side hustle.
Yeah.
Or it could scale if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, and you lightly mentioned bounce house. Everybody knows bounce houses. Everybody knows like the blow up obstacle course versions of bounce houses and stuff. And I've rented those for some kids' birthday parties over the years. I'm amazed how much money those guys still make too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you have to pay up front for the big old bounce house things.
Yeah.
But every time I return mine, there's a line. I'm waiting in a line behind everybody else who's return because everybody's always returning them like Saturday night because the party was like Friday night or Saturday day. And it's always like, oh, you got to return it by 8 p.m. or whatever. At least the one I get it from. So there's always this massive line. The things are frankly not, well, the companies don't seem that well run.
Yeah.
The things don't even seem like that well taken care of.
They don't clean them in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're raking in the cash.
Yeah.
Every weekend. Yeah, sure. It's a little like weather dependent, but depending where you're at, you can make a ton of money with that still.
I did a deep dive on the bounce house business last year. We'll link to that. But that's one thing that she said. Like, if you just clean your bounce houses between every rental, you will be in the top 10%.
And just say that.
That's it.
Say we clean it every time because that's my main hesitancy in doing it as a dad. It's like, oh, those things are gonna be gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are.
And in this new world of AI, I think people are going to treasure real outdoor in-person experiences more than ever.
Yeah.
Because the like pushback of being like too online and stuff. So I don't necessarily see this slowing down, or the outdoor movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So you might not know this, but this isn't my real channel. My full channel is linked below or right here. Go check that out for full episodes.